Is this working? I'm hoping this thing's working. Hello everybody. Welcome to my special live stream 100,000 subscriber celebration. Let me lower myself in this chair so I fit my frame properly there. Hey everyone. Welcome. Very excited to have you all join me today. Just get this all fixed up a little bit there so I look better in the middle of the stream. Just making sure I'm coming through to everyone. Thank you all for joining me today. This is very exciting. Of course, we hit 100,000 subscribers a couple of weeks ago now. So this is all very exciting for me. I haven't done a live stream since, I think, January. So it's been quite a while since I've done one of these. But I'm excited to be back. Today we're going to be taking some questions and stuff. I have got some other exciting things, including my 100,000 subscriber play button, which has just come through in the mail only a couple of days ago. So we're going to be opening that live in probably about half an hour. I think I'll probably be on for about maybe an hour, maybe an hour and a half. And we'll open that. We'll take some questions. I got a little video that I'm going to pull up at some point if I can get it running through this thing. Of course, as I always ask, you can ask away whatever questions you want. Don't spam the chat with your question. I'm keeping on top of it, and I will answer as many as I can to ensure that your question does get answered. You can send through a super chat, which will throw your question at the top of the chat. You can support the channel just a little bit, and I will definitely answer all the super chats that come through right here. I try not to ask too many evolution requests. I get them every single day. I've heard every single one you have. So just try and ask any other question that you want to answer, because I probably won't answer any evolution requests on here. So let's get into it. Let's take some questions to start off with. I'm going to put the music down just a little bit like that. Oh, that's very nice. And we'll turn that off. We'll go to some questions. And then we'll open the play button in like half an hour or so. Very excited about that one. Of course, we've got this little thing over here too. Here. Which will show up. Oh, someone super chatted. I was going to say, right on cue, actually. Which way? That way. Okay, if you do send through a super chat, this way, that way, whatever. It's here. It's there. When you super chat, a little super chat thing will pop up. Your name will come up on the screen. How good's that? And as you can see, just here, just there, wherever it is, that little box there. This is so difficult. There you go. That little box right in the corner there, your name will pop up on the top when you put through a super chat, and it'll stay through there. So Mason Wrigley, thank you for sending through a super chat. Your message has been retracted, but I do appreciate the super chat that you've sent through there. And as I said, every time a super chat comes through, I'll read your question out. Your name will pop up over here, in the corner, and then it'll stay in this little corner over here for a little while. We'll take a couple of questions first. Let's have a look. We've got quite a few up the top that I'll take a look at. Nathan Holton asks, what PlayStation games do you recommend? That's a name we recognize. We hear that name right into the podcast quite a bit as well, which is great. So this is someone who watches, listens. It's great. Okay, what PlayStation games do you recommend? I'm not a huge gamer, but I casually game. I play a few games casually here and there. I'm playing the Spider-Man game at the moment. The remastered one, I've played it. I played the PS4 version last year, 2 years ago when it first came out. 100%ed it. I was overseas though, at my girlfriend's place over in the UK, and all my progress was saved on her hard drive over there. So I've come home and I've had to, I've waited for the PS5. We got PS5. So the PS5 remastered version, and I'm playing it all over again. And I forgot how much there was to do in it, and how much I actually did do on it last time. So I'm playing through that again. Otherwise, I love like an open world game where I don't necessarily have to play like the what do you call it? The missions and stuff. I just like walking around, like GTA, Red Dead Redemption. That's all a lot of fun as well. But other than that, I'm just a very casual gamer because I either don't have the time or I don't have the patience most of the time. But Spider-Man is very good. We've had a super chat come through from Mason Wrigley. Once again, thank you very much. And he says, congratulations on 100,000 subscribers. I do appreciate that, Mason. Thank you very much for sending that one through. And let's have a look. Let's have a look at some other questions right here. Is I the Scribe says, what has been your favorite Cartoon Evolution video to research and create? It's a tough one because I do enjoy all of them. The Looney Tunes ones, to be completely honest, do get a little bit tedious because it's the same. It's almost the same thing all the time. I feel like I'm telling a portion of the same story every single time. But it is, I do enjoy doing them all, but I think the ones that I do enjoy the most are the ones where I get to delve into maybe some areas that I haven't delved into before. So like particularly, I really enjoyed the Betty Boop one. I enjoy doing the like Hanna-Barbera ones. Like the Flintstones was a lot of fun to do. And through that, I get to watch like a lot of Flintstones episodes that I hadn't seen for probably 20, 25 years. So that was a lot of fun. I'm doing one at the moment that I'm really having fun doing as well because it's a little bit left of center. It's a little bit different. And I think it's something people maybe won't be expecting, but I'm hoping people do enjoy it. That's going to go out probably in 2 weeks. I'm really hoping I can get that ready for you guys. Other than that, something that is just a little bit different. All the ones that are just a little bit different, I really enjoy, I think. What else? I really enjoy doing the Superman one. No, it's that thing that's maybe anything that's like not Looney Tunes, because I just feel like I'm researching the same thing over and over again. Something that just gives me a little bit of a challenge. I really, really enjoy doing them. We'll take one here from... I lost it. It was a good one. I lost it. There we go. Dexter, the Nostalgia Toonster. What are your thoughts on the Scooby-Doo reunion special that'll air on the October 29 of this year? I don't think I've heard too much about this, but Scooby-Doo's great. So, good on him for having a reunion special. Let me know, what's that all about? I've missed that. I've somehow missed that. Movie Fan says, do you remember when you were on the Weakest Link? I certainly remember when I was on the Weakest Link, yes. For those out there, I'm sure not everyone out there knows. I was on, they brought the television show, the game show, The Weakest Link, back on Australian TV after like 15, 20 years or something like that. And I got to be on an episode of it. It was a lot of fun. It was sort of, we've been in this massive lockdown here where I am, in Australia, of course, in Melbourne, Victoria. We were in a massive lockdown since last year. We came out of the lockdown because everything was looking quite good. And during this, and then we're now back in lockdown now, by the way. But during this kind of small period in the middle, we were able to just freely do stuff. It's like life was back to normal. And I got to film an episode of The Weakest Link during that kind of period. It went to air. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. And, yeah, I certainly remember that. It was only a couple of months ago. Looney Plush Show says, have you seen the trailer for Spider-Man 2, the video game? I actually haven't seen the trailer for that. I keep forgetting. This is how scattered my brain is. I need to look up that trailer. I haven't seen the trailer for the Logan game either. I'm very excited for both of them. And I have not checked them out just yet. Mason Wrigley's put through another super chat. Thank you very much. I do appreciate the generous super chats right here. And as you can see, he's absolutely ruling the board at the moment over this side. There we go. I've got it right. Mason Wrigley, Mason Wrigley, Mason Wrigley. We've got a couple of others down here, but these are ones that were actually, I think the last chat I did, they're just still popping up there in the chat. But Mason Wrigley has dominated the board at the moment. If you want to knock Mason off, you got to send through a super chat. But we'll take this one. I appreciate this, Mason. Are you excited about Walt Disney World's 50th anniversary? Of course, I'm always excited when the Disneyland anniversaries come along, because it's just always so magical. I was luckily I was able to be at Anaheim Disneyland for the 60th anniversary, which was really awesome. And that was a really fantastic celebration. It was there at Christmas as well, around Christmas time. So the castle was all set up with the snow, and they had all the Christmas lights everywhere. So it was like double magic. That plus the 60th anniversary. They had the big, what did they have? They had something on No, they had the castle with all the diamonds on it, and then it had the snow as well because it was Christmas. It was just great. And then a couple of years back, I was at Disneyland Paris for the 25th, and that was awesome as well. I'd love to be at Disney World for the 50th, but with COVID and all that kind of stuff that's going on, I don't know if I'll get there. But yeah, that is very cool. That is very exciting. I love it when the Disney parks get to celebrate because that's awesome. Faith and Misery. This is a name that pops up all the time as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. What keeps you motivated to keep doing content creation? Well, it's you guys out there. As long as you guys keep tuning in and watching my stuff and, giving me the minor success I've had on this platform, that keeps me motivated and going. Because if you guys weren't here and you weren't watching, I would have no problem. I probably wouldn't be enjoying doing what I'm doing. The enjoyment comes. I enjoy doing it. Like I love making the videos. I love the writing and all that kind of stuff. The researching, everything that goes into it. But I don't think I'd enjoy it as much if I wasn't getting back from it. That's when you get the burnout, when you're doing so much and you're not getting back. So you guys out there watching and tuning in and joining me for these live chats, it keeps me motivated. Absolutely. Thank you so much. The Girly Nerd, hello. Thank you for tuning in. Which films have you never seen but always wanted to, either classic or modern? I've seen so many movies. The thing is, I've almost seen everything that I really want to see. But there are, I will say, particularly when it comes to classic movies, I've got like 3 blind spots that I'm particularly, what would you say, a little bit embarrassed about. I've seen almost every classic you can think of, but I've never watched West Side Story. Don't know why. I'm not huge on musicals, so I've never really, it's always one that's eluded me a little bit. Sound of Music, I have never watched in full. I've seen bits and pieces. That's my grandmother's favorite movie. It was always on when I was over there as a kid, and I'd seen bits and pieces here and there. Never seen the whole movie. I think maybe from the bits and pieces I saw, it didn't give me enough motivation to watch the whole thing. And also Dr. Zhivago. This is not a musical, obviously, or is it a musical? It might be a musical, but it's very long. It's very long. I think that's why I put that one off too. I think they're like the only 3 like major blind spots as far as classic movies go. Modern stuff, I haven't watched a whole lot of stuff over from the last year, the last couple of years. So there's a lot of stuff I do have to get to. Annie Looniacs asks, I love your accent. Where you from? Australia. Down under, mate. Australia. I'm from Melbourne, Australia. So my accent sounds a little bit British. We sound a little bit British over here because we have a more refined accent down this part of the country than anywhere else. But there you go. That's where I'm from. Christopher, The Kids World, says, what is your favourite show? Mine is Tom and Jerry. I have lots of favourite shows. At the moment, my favourite show on TV at the moment is Ted Lasso. I'm loving Ted Lasso. If you haven't watched it, check it out. It's just so good. Otherwise, The Simpsons is probably like The Simpsons. Friends are probably my 2 favourite shows of all time. Fraser, stuff like that. I love sitcoms. Always my favourite stuff. Oh, Mason super chatted again. Thank you so much, Mason, again for another very, very generous super chat. I'm just waiting for the question to clear into my feed. Are you going to? He says, are you going to do another Q&A once you reach 200 subscribers or earlier? I would like to do more of these more often, but I just often don't. For whatever reason. I'm so busy. It's hard for me to find time to do one. But I will. I really want to do them more often, so I think I will. But I will once I reach 200,000, which who knows, could be another 5 years. We'll probably do another one then as well. Thank you so much again for your super chat, which has again popped up there. Mason has taken over the entire board. Look at that, every single name. Mason Wrigley, Mason. If you want to take over Mason, you got to send through a super chat. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep picking from the chat here. And then we're going to open again. I'm very excited. We're going to open this bad boy in probably maybe 10 minutes or so. We'll keep taking some questions because this is about you guys out there as well. I want to celebrate you guys joining me joining me for this, and for helping me get to 100,000. That's the thing. You don't get the success. You don't get to 100,000 subs without the people. Damien Hairmetal asks, when does the Disney Blu-ray video drop on the second channel? Thank you for bringing up the second channel, actually, because it slipped my mind. I do have a second channel now. It is Dave Lee Down Under Extra. You can get that. You can get onto that by searching that on YouTube, or you can go to my homepage, and it's like the first thing you'll see on the homepage on my channel is is my other channel. So you can click through, go and sub to that, because I'm going to be putting more content on that. Stuff like the Blu-ray videos, some certain reviews and stuff will go on there. So yeah, head over there and check that out. I do appreciate it. Please go and sub right now. Go there right now and sub Dave Lee Down Under Extra. But the question was, when does the Disney Blu-ray update video go on there? Probably next weekend. I've got a video going up tonight, so tomorrow. And that is going to be like the second part of my Blu-ray video for the month. I'm splitting them in half now. And then there'll be a Disney one probably next weekend, I think. Will probably go up next, like Sunday, Monday. It's one I shot like 6 months ago and then never put up, but that will go on the second channel. So head over to the second channel. I'm going to look now and see if anyone's subscribing. Let's have a look. Second channel, Dave Lee Down Under Extra. I think I have pulled through a couple of extra subscribers on there since I mentioned it, which is good. Very good. So yeah, head over there, Dave Lee Down Under Extra, and you can get extra. There's going to be extra content going over there. Okay. Thank you for bringing that up again, because I completely slipped my mind and I was going to bring it up. Let's have a look. I'm going through the feed. I'm trying to find some questions. Faye Hatsi Georgiou. Apologies if I got that wrong. What's your favorite Animaniacs character? I don't know. I love them all, but probably Wacko. Love Wacko. He's just wacky, isn't he? He's just Wacko. I just love the craziness. I love the craziness of all the characters, but Wacko particularly crazy. Mr. Brightside, who is a regular face around here as well, says, I'm glad you started the extra channel. It's nice to see people still care about physical media. Yeah, I agree. I do want to keep doing the physical media stuff, but sometimes it's not sustainable over on this channel here. There is still an audience. It's not huge. It's not as big as like my Evolutions. But I do want to keep doing it, particularly because I know there's people out there who are interested in it. And I want to keep supporting the format, and I want to keep supporting the local distributors that are putting out stuff on the format. So I need to do that second channel. So that's over there to go and check out and whatever else. Dave Lee Down Under Extra. Austria98 says, what's your favorite Scooby-Doo character? It's got to be, other than Scooby-Doo himself, my answers are always really boring when it comes to this. Who's your favorite Flintstones character? Fred. Who's your favorite Tom and Jerry character? Tom and Jerry, both of them. Who's your favorite Scooby-Doo character? Other than Scooby-Doo, probably it's got to be Shaggy. See, that's a boring answer as well, Shaggy. I always liked Velma. I thought she was always quite funny too. The bookworm, and I just thought, I guess I related with that. I've always been a bookworm, always reading books, always got books around. And the brains, not that I'm necessarily the brains of anything, but I always thought Velma was quite fun, and she was always funny, losing her glasses and stuff. Max Fleischer Cartoons writes in saying, thank you for keeping a new generation informed on classic cartoons. We appreciate you helping us out with the plugs. Mauricio and Jane. Oh, that is very cool to see those guys come through here. This is Jane is of course one of the ancestors of Max and Dave Fleischer, who I have been helping to kind of get some stuff out there at the moment, which is really cool. It's been really nice to work with them in some small way. And Mauricio as well works with them. He runs fantastic company that sells, T-shirts and pins and all that kind of stuff. It's called Rockin' Pins. Go and check them out. You can check them out on Instagram or go to their website, buy some T-shirts and stuff. Really awesome stuff, and I will plug them whenever I can. So I do appreciate them popping in and saying hi. So thank you so much. I do appreciate that. Okay, I'm going to keep plugging through a couple more questions. Again, if you want your question, there is so many questions in here that if you really, I have to stress, if you want your question guaranteed, please, I do appreciate if you can send through a super chat. But otherwise, I will just be picking a few here and there from the chat that catch my eye as I scroll through. Tanuki Toad says, have you seen No Time to Die 007, the movie that just came out? No! I'm in lockdown, and no movies are opening here at the moment, and sadly, No Time to Die is not one I've been able to secure with like a screener or anything like that. It opened in the UK last weekend, it's open in the US this week, and it's not open here until like mid-November. So I'm not going to get to see it for quite a while. It's going to be quite a while to get to see it, sadly. Because I've just done my James Bond Evolution, which was a lot of fun to do. And it's been hard to... It was hard to do that without actually having seen No Time to Die as well, to be honest. Because I didn't really get to speak about it too much. But no, I haven't seen that one yet. The Girly Nerd says, I highly recommend Sound of Music and West Side Story. Sound of Music is her favourite film, so she's biased, she says. That's great. I do have to check them out. I'll particularly be looking at West Side Story before the new one comes out, because of course Steven Spielberg's just done one version. It's his first musical. He's my favourite filmmaker, so I'll definitely be seeing that. And I'll have to watch the original one first. All right, we're gonna do a couple more, and then we're gonna open this guy right here. Oh, very excited. I came to like 3 days ago. It's just been sitting there. I've been waiting. I thought, when I get some people onto the live feed, we'll watch it. We'll check it out. Well, we'll look at it. We'll open it up. Okay, I'm going to just pull up some questions. People, I think this is funny because I did say from the top, I do please no evolution requests. And I find it funny that people are trying to ask for evolutions in a kind of like a roundabout way. Which, if you would potentially do an evolution video on this character, when would it be? That kind of thing. I think that's quite funny. Lots of evolutions coming up. And I've got some cool ones coming up this month. I always say this. I've said this a couple of times, that I want to get 2 out. Every now and then there's like, I want 2 out in a month. And I want 2 out this month. I know I'm really pushing it for time, but I'm really hoping I can get like a cartoon evolution short, and then one that's going to be like a super short. It's going to be very short. And I'm really hoping I can get 2 of them out this month. And if you stay tuned until the end, I might reveal what one of them is. If that gives you some incentive, stick around for the next like half an hour, 45 minutes or so. Jack Shiwan asks, favorite Family Guy episode? Oh, it's tough. I've always loved the one where Peter becomes Death. I always thought that was fun. Any episode that has death in it is always a funny episode. What was that called? Life's a B word. I won't swear in the chat. But yeah, that was, and then you die. I think it's called. Well, I love that episode. Mason Wrigley has sent through another super chat. Thank you, Mason. Appreciated as always. Now just waiting for that to clear through. Ooh, I'm ready for the unbox of what you just showed us. I'm very excited to unbox this too. It's the Creator Award that I've been sent from YouTube for hitting 100,000 subscribers. I'm going to do one more question in here. And if you want to get in with a super chat, I'll give you a few seconds to try and get in with a super chat. If not, I'm going to just pick one from the feed. So give me a few seconds here. We'll find something. Something that catches my eye. Lots of great questions in here. Just keep them rolling through. Because we'll be on for a little bit longer, and I like to have like a selection that we can pick from. Gypsy the Robot Jones Girl, Owo. What are your thoughts on Hilda Netflix series? Haven't seen it. I don't even know what that is. I have to look into that. I do watch a bit of Netflix from now and then. we'll get another question because that wasn't a very good answer. Ice Cream Hero, another very well-known, a very regular face here on the channel. I appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in. I recall you once saying you love The Simpsons. Who are your favorite characters? Mine are Homer, Bart, Maggie, Moe, and Ralph. Mine is, again, a boring answer. Homer Simpson, probably my favorite. Bart Simpson. I always thought they were fun. Other than that, like side characters, let me think. I always loved Barney. I thought Barney was always just funny whenever he's on. Lenny and Carl are great. Homer's buddies, really. I just love that stupid humor that goes on there. Hey, let us... hey, first up, if I can get... I'm not sure if this is going to work because I haven't tested it yet. And I have to try and drag something into this program. I'm going to see if it's actually going to let me do it before I say if we're going to do this. But we are going to open up... This camera's gone. See, that's why I should really do these things beforehand. But I'm gonna see if this works. Okay, I'm dropping something in. I don't know if it is gonna work. It's not gonna work. Hang on, give me a second here. This is how you gotta do these things. Oh.
G'day guys, Disney Dave here once again for another short little... G'day guys, Disney Dave here once again for another... G'day guys.
Technical glitches. It always happens. Okay, what we're actually going to do, and this has worked, I'm going to, before we open up the 100,000 subscribers play button, you may have got a little glimpse already, but we're actually going to go back. We're going to have a look at the very first video I ever did on YouTube before we celebrate 100,000. This was loaded back in 2016. I think March or April I started my channel. I'm not going to watch the whole video. I put like a little snippet from it. And this is very first video I did on my channel was a unboxing and review of the Baloo Disney Infinity figure. I thought, hey, people love gamers on YouTube. I'm going to do like a little gaming video, and it was awful. But before we open up this 100,000 subscriber play button, we're going to go back to the very beginning and check this out.
G'day guys, Disney Dave here once again for another short little video game review kind of thing. We're taking a look at another Disney Infinity piece. This is another brand new piece from Disney Infinity 3.0. It's Baloo from the Jungle Book. He looks really cool. I've ripped him out of the packaging already before doing this video. So just up on the screen at the moment, I'm showing you what the packaging looks like, how you can find him sitting on the shelves at your local store. Okay, so let's make this one really short, really quick. It's just one character we're going to have a look at. Of course, I didn't bring out any other Jungle Book characters, which is so incredibly disappointing because there's not really any other characters you'd really want to play with. Baloo is just is awesome. Maybe a Mowgli would have been pretty cool.
And here he is. Oh, Baloo.
To find a point of interest, follow the highlight
Here he is.
path.
Oh, no, no, no. He's
G'day guys. G'day guys. Disney Dave here for one another. G'day guys. Disney Dave here once again for another short little video game review kind of thing. We're taking a look at another Disney.
Delete. There we go. Okay, we're back. Hello. Apologies about that. Don't know what happened there. But yeah. Okay, so we're going back to it. Apologies about that. Let me know, is this stream, I know that video was a little bit buggy, but is this stream in general buggy, laggy? I think it has been the whole show. Just let me know, because if it is, I will do my best to fix it. Apparently it's still lagging. It's been lagging the whole show. Okay, so give me a second. I'm going to come back and we're going to unbox the box in a second. I'll see in a sec. I'm going to try and sort this out. All right, we're back. I don't know how to fix this, but I think we're slightly laggy on the video, but as far as we can tell, the audio is okay. I'm not too sure, but not sure what's happening. I think because the feed was really good at the beginning. It's probably this old laptop that I'm running on, to be honest. I need to upgrade my gear. And in the time we've gone, we've lost half our viewers. But it's okay. We're going to open this subscriber, this thing here. We're going to do an unboxing. Even if we are a little bit laggy. And then we'll take a few more questions and we'll probably wrap it up. Because we're nearing on an hour anyway. Oh, I'm a Derek. Derek has written through. Derek is a friend of mine, friend of the channel. Asked if there's been any improvements with Australia Post. He sent me a parcel about 2 months ago. Still hasn't arrived yet. It's stuck at customs. But apparently, our postal system is absolutely stuffed up at the moment, and there's just thousands of parcels floating around. And we're just waiting for it to clear, and hopefully it does. But no improvements yet. It's still, they're doing weekend deliveries now, which is madness. Mason Wrigley has sent her a bunch of super chats actually in this time over this little period of glitching. Let me see if I can read them. Oh, here we go. I'm trying to find this. Even this chat's lagging. Oh, there we go again. That was the most craziest thing I ever discovered. I just did this and a bunch of head exploding emojis. Dave, am I making you rich with all these donations? Yes, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I think there was another one that he sent through where his head was exploding as well. A bunch of exploding things. Whoa, I don't know what I just saw, but I just did. Head exploding. And I think this is from when I accidentally put up the feed before. Mr. Max 2898 also sent her a super chat. Appreciate it, Mr. Max. Hey, what up, Rick? Does this old mate Rick? There he is, trying to monitor the chat over there. Yeah, read that one. Yep. And Mason Wrigley, the unbox is officially unveiled. Yeah, we're going to unbox it now. I know we're still really laggy, so I'll have to do this really slowly. But we're going to open it up here and take a look. You should still see it. The picture image, I'm looking over here. The image is still crystal clear. It's just laggy. Don't know what's going on. We'll fix that for the next one. But it's probably just my crappy internet over here in Australia, to be honest, or my old laptop. So let's open this one up. It's the YouTube. This is what YouTube sends when you get 100,000 subscribers. And I'm sure everyone out there has seen these before, but I'm very excited to have a look at this. Oh, there we go. Careful with scissors. Open your packages carefully, everyone out there. Mr. Sunday Movies has just popped in to say, congrats on 100,000 subs. Also, can I request the cartoon evolution of my hair going from jet black to grey? We'll work on that. We'll do a collab on that one. Cartoon evolution of Mr. Sunday Movies, hair going from jet black to grey. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate that one. Okay, so let's open this one up. Amy Feliciano says, hey, did I miss the unboxing? No, you didn't. It's happening right now. Now, I'm going to open it up this way, just in case there's something in there that I can't show, such as like a piece of paper with my address on it or something. But that's what you get inside. Nice little bit of foam. They try and keep it nice and clean. Woo! Okay, nothing in there that I can't show. Let's give it that little bit of that first. It's a little certificate. I'll read it. Some 100,000 subscribers. Just how far have you come? I don't know. You tell me. I think they will. Mr. Sunday Movies, give me a handshake. Give you one back. Thank you very much. If each of your subscribers were a light year, they could take you from one side of the Milky Way to the other. That's far. That is far. And it's why today we're so excited to celebrate your special YouTube journey with you. Not only have you brought a unique voice and style to the world, you've also created valuable connections and built a community along the way. Yes, I have, and they're here with me right now, helping me and enjoying the unboxing along with me, which is great. In that spirit, YouTube is proud to present you with the Silver Creator Award which celebrates your hard work and incredible achievement. Congratulations on this amazing milestone, just one of many that we hope will follow in the future. After all, there are countless others out there who have yet to discover your passion and dedication. Whether they come to your channel to learn something new or just for a laugh, a whole new audience is waiting for you to inspire them, just as your growing community continues to inspire you. Very true. We can't wait to see what you do next, and we'll be with you every step of the way. Yours sincerely, Suzanne Wojcicki. I can never pronounce her name. She's the CEO of YouTube. Thank you very much, Suzanne, for that message. It's actually printed on very nice paper. It's like a card, which is awesome. We've got a little note in here. Congratulations on your subscriber milestone. We are honoured to take part in recognising your achievement. Want your experience to be exceptional. This award was inspected and packaged with great care by Rick. If your award was damaged during shipping or you have any questions, please contact us at the email. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Look at that. Everyone out there can see this before I can, because I haven't really looked at it yet. There we go. Let's have a look. Let's take it out of the plastic. Ooh. Actually quite heavy. There's more stuff in there as well. That's all right. Here we go. I do appreciate everyone in the chats saying congratulations and all that stuff. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Here you go. You get to see my camera, probably in the little play button there. There we go. Presented to Davey Down Under for passing 100,000 subscribers. Very cool. Very cool. There we go. I'll try and get it on the angle there where it doesn't glare. Very awesome. Look at that. Everyone out there, you're starting your own channel. This will inspire you to keep doing, to keep going and stuff, which is very cool. I never thought I'd get one of them, to be honest, which is awesome. Awesome to have one. Awesome to have one. Just a little thing. I understand hundreds of thousands of subscribers, just one small stepping stone, but we'll keep going. And hopefully we'll get the gold one day, which is 1 million, which is quite far away, but we'll keep plugging away. But I do appreciate it. Thank you so much to everybody out there who has subscribed and made that possible. You really have. Because if you didn't subscribe, I wouldn't have it. So thank you so much. We do appreciate it. And again, I do apologize that the stream is laggy, but hopefully you did get to see that okay. Faith and Misery says, if anyone deserves all the success, it's you, Dave. Amazing. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Amy Feliciano, congratulations, Dave. You make great things. Oh, something's just in your life. God bless you. Thank you so much. You too, Amy. Mason Wrigley, it's a silver play button. It's so beautiful. Everyone's clapping away. Thank you so much. Saturday morning fan, you'll need to find a place on the wall for it. I really will. Living my Jeff life, Jeff. Monkey Man, Jeff. Hey, Dave and Rick. Congrats on 500,000 in advance. Let's hold the horses there a little bit, Jeff. That's a little while off. FTF, the Toonist. I congratulate you since you existed, your Cartoon Evolution series. I put a question. Do you prefer Hanna-Barbera or Tex Avery during the 1940s to 50s? I love them both. I can't pick favorites. Jeff says he's been a subscriber since 1200, which feels like a lifetime ago. But honestly, the first time I ever heard about these things, because when I first started YouTube, it was just like something a little bit fun to do, just like a little bit of a hobby. And then someone was like, let's get you your play button. I was like, what on earth is that? I looked into it. I was like, I would like one of them one day. And they've changed it, actually. It used to be like a big frame, and it had like a massive play button inside the frame, but they always arrive damaged, apparently. So they do these now. I actually prefer these, which is very cool. I do have to find somewhere. Oh, it's got a nice little thing on the back so I can frame it on the wall, hang it on the wall. I don't know where on earth I'm going to put that, but we will. Faye Heartsy Georgiou says, congrats, Dave. Ryan's treasures. Hi, Dave. I've been dedicated follower of your channel since 2016. Congratulations on such a well-deserved accomplishment. I appreciate that, Ryan. You have been. You have been around for a very long time. The Girl Who Draws says, I have a little over 80 subs, and if you and other YouTubers can do it, so can I. Of course you can. And every other small YouTuber on here can too, of course. We all start small. Just keep plugging away, keep doing the content, and just keep building your audience. It takes a while. It's taken me 5 years for mine. Some people are very lucky and they do it in like 6 months, a year. But hard work does pay off, no matter how much work you put in, no matter when you do it. But it's taken me 5 years for this one right here. Hopefully it's not too long for the next one, if I ever get the next one. This next one's 1 million. Very big gap between 100,000 and 1 million. But yeah, thank you so much. Anyone, like as the girl who drew us says, anyone on here with a small YouTube channel can get one of these guys. Just keep your passion up and keep doing your videos. It's awesome. We'll take a few more questions, and then we'll tune this out. I know it's still laggy. I apologize about that. I'm going to put that down to Australia's internet and probably my ancient computer that I'm using. But we'll take a few more questions, and then we'll round it out. Milk the Kid says, random question, Disney, Pixar, or just Disney? I don't know. I can't choose. They are like one and the same to me, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I can't pick. It depends on the movie. Pixar has probably had a better hit rate over the last few years in particular, I think, maybe. I don't know. I think for me, Pixar probably has a better hit rate than Disney Animation. But I love them both. Tanuki Toad says, Dave, I came to your channel by the Evolution of Bugs video, and I got interested in your videos, and every single one was great. Lots of thumbs up. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. And I subbed. Thank you so much. A duck says, what's your favorite Hanna-Barbera character? It's tough. I love Fred Flintstone. I've already said this earlier, didn't I? Fred Flintstone. Otherwise, Magilla Gorilla, Top Cat. I always loved Yogi Bear. They're probably my favorites from Hanna-Barbera. Love all of them. Let's scroll up a bit more. Find some questions from up here. Because I know I went past a lot. Jasper, hey Dave, just want to say congratulations, dude. It's insane to see how far you've come in the past 5 years. Thank you, Jasper. I appreciate that. Christopher, the Kids World. What is your favorite Cartoon Network show? Oh, what was my favorite Cartoon Network show? I don't know. I used to love like Dexter's Laboratory. Powerpuff Girls was great back in the day. Johnny Bravo I loved. Courage the Cowardly Dog. They're all the Cartoon Network things I was watching when I grew up. Loved them all. Lot of new questions here. Grant, woo! What's your favorite Netflix original series? Probably, I really, really loved Glow, and they axed it. They got rid of it because of COVID. Very sad. They're going to do one more season, and then because it's about wrestling and stuff, unfortunately, they had to cancel it because it was too unsafe, and it was not legal for them to keep the people or to keep the crew and the talent, the actors, on contract for an indeterminate amount of time. So I had to cancel the show. Very sad. Other than that, I love Sex Education. That's back for the 3rd season at the moment. I really love that. The Crown is great. I know that's such a boring answer, but I really love The Crown. Such a great show. They're probably my favorite Netflix originals. Oh, Tiger Winters just subscribed to the channel. Thank you very much, Tiger. What else we got? Milk Kid says, what got you into making a YouTube channel? More importantly, what got you into cartoons? Just started the YouTube channel out of fun, really. Just wanted to try it out. Always wanted to do stuff, like making little videos and stuff. And it was just, at the time, I was like, give this a go. And then the more people that subscribed and stuff kept me doing it. More importantly, what got you into cartoons? Been to cartoons my whole life, just as everyone, I suppose. You know, you watch them as a kid. And then probably when I was like late teens, I really got more into appreciating animation for the art form, as opposed to just for like the funny characters and stuff. By way of actually, when they started releasing the Disney movies on Blu-ray, there were some great bonus features on them, and they really got me really interested in that side of it, as opposed to just like liking the movies. But I've always loved films, and filmmaking has always been passion of mine, just an interest of mine. Ryan's Treasures says, lost it. Oh yeah, Jeff says, what was your motivation sticking with YouTube and not another platform or job type? Just the fact that I started making enough money to, I guess, be sustainable somewhat. I'm probably making as much now, some months less, but some months about the same, maybe a little bit more than when I was at my job before this. So when it gets to that point, you're kind of like, well, you know what, this is somewhat sustainable. But obviously a long way to go. Not making a lot. Let me stress that. It takes a long, long time to make any kind of like really good money out of YouTube. But, you know, when it gets to a point where you're like, hey, this can be sustainable, you can make a go for it. Why not jump to another platform? I don't know. This is a platform that suits me, I think, because of the videos that I do, the long form video essays, news things. It's really YouTube is the best place for that. Like, I couldn't do this kind of stuff on Twitch. I couldn't be live streaming on Twitch because look how laggy my internet is. But yeah, and I just enjoy doing this at the moment. It's as far as why would I not go to another job type? Just because it's working and I'm enjoying doing it, and it's something a little bit different. I have my own schedule. I do what I want when I want. I don't have to answer to anybody except for myself. But other than that, yeah, it just works. It just works. Animaniacs asks, who's your favorite Looney Tune? Again, boring answer, Bugs Bunny. Maybe Daffy Duck. I love them both. Ryan's Treasure says, I just went to the Walt Disney Family Museum for the first time 2 weeks ago and absolutely loved it. Do you remember when you first went and what exhibition they had when you went? Yes. 2011, maybe 2012. I've only been once. I have only been that once. Must have been 2012, because I think the first time I went to America, we didn't go to San Francisco, which is where it is. And I think they had a Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs exhibition on at the time, which was perfect for me because of my favorite Disney animated film. And it was so wonderful to see it. It's such a great place. If there are people out there who haven't had the chance to go and see the Walt Disney Family Museum, you got to go. It's amazing. And I always get, I'm on the email list, and like I follow them on social media and stuff. And I always see all these things coming through, like, oh, this person's doing a talk, or, oh, this is the exhibition that's on at the moment. I think, oh, I wish I could go. It's such a great, really, really great place. I love it. A few more questions. Apparently there's someone in here spamming the chat. Oh yeah, I do see that. I do ask, please don't spam the chat because I will see the questions. I will see the questions. Jasper says, the first video I ever found of mine was the Rogue One Steelbook hunt. Those are the good old days, yeah. I used to do like little video Blu-ray hunts and stuff. They used to perform very well for the time. They don't do very well now, which is why I moved them all onto a second channel. But yeah, I remember that. I would actually do them on on work time. I'd go out, I'd maybe have to do like a little errand for work, and I'd go and pick something up from JB Hi-Fi on the way back, or I would go out during my lunch break. More often than not, it was during the lunch break. and I'd go and do that and do a little video while I was there. I was always driving around when I was doing the work, so it was easy just to pop in somewhere on the way back through or on the way out. But yeah, that one was, I particularly remember filming that one, and that was at the JB Hi-Fi store near work, and you'd go there on the Monday morning and pick it up first thing, do the video, and get the video out before anyone else. And I used to do so good. Those like steelbook unboxings. Jeff says it's been a journey for you for sure, mate. Yes, it certainly has. Certainly has. Let's get a few more, and then we'll probably close it out because I've been on for about an hour now. Johnny Marrero, that's also a familiar name around here. Thank you for tuning in. Hey, Dave, do you believe the new Muppet TV show and specials will be announced for Disney Plus Day? I think they would be crazy not to announce more Muppet stuff because the Muppets Haunted Mansion was fantastic. If you haven't checked that out yet, go and have a look at the Muppets Haunted Mansion special on Disney Plus. It's a 50-minute special. It is the best Muppets thing we've had for a very long time. And they would be mad if they didn't do more Muppet stuff like that. And I think, yeah, Disney Plus Day is coming up November 11th or November 14th or something like that. I think we'll probably get an announcement of something Muppety because I think they really want to keep doing more Muppet stuff. Devesh Sood. Would you ever go back to making Disney Infinity videos? No way. Absolutely not, sir. No. I did 2 of those videos. Funny thing, actually, I did 2 back-to-back. I did the Baloo one. I did a Captain America one. The Captain America one was actually the first one I filmed, and it was supposed to be the first one on the channel, but I accidentally uploaded them the wrong way round. So when you watch them, the Baloo video, you can still see them. These videos are still on the channel. The Baloo video, at the top of it, I say, hey, and keep in mind, this is the first video loaded on YouTube. Hey, everyone, welcome back to another video. So it was the one that was supposed to go out second, but I accidentally put it up first. If you watch the Captain America one, I'm like, hey, everyone, welcome to my first video here on YouTube. So even from the beginning, I was having technical glitches like this from day one. Tori 10, who is also a well-known face around the channel. Congrats on 100,000. I love the podcast. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. You can check out the Dave Lee Down Under podcast on all major podcasting platforms, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, and Audible. You can also check it out here on YouTube. There's a YouTube channel for the podcast. Go over there and subscribe to that as well. Zach Zilla asks, what's your opinion on the Rugrats series? I don't know if you mean the original one or the new one. The original one is one of my favorite shows ever. I loved that show as a kid, and I still love it. I think it's fantastic. The new series I wasn't really flash hot on, but I think it's something that's aimed very much at younger kids. The first episode, the pilot, I felt was very nostalgic. It was very much like for the older fans, but then as the series proper went on, I felt like it was very much toned down for like a kind of a younger audience. So I'm not huge on it, but I think it's great for its demographic. Gavin O'Reilly asked, did you hear about Frank Oz wanting to come back? Yeah, Frank Oz has always wanted to come back. There was an article recently where he did an interview and he said, I want to come back to the Muppets, but they don't want to do the Muppets. They don't want to do the Muppets the way we used to do them, and they don't want to take his suggestions or anything like that. Yeah, I think that's a tough thing. I mean, you would want someone like that to be treated like he created, along with Jim Henson, created these characters, created the voices, the personalities. And it sucks to hear when someone doesn't feel like they're being treated that well or respected. And I don't know, I think that Disney really, to make the Muppets successful again, you do need to strip back to what the Muppets once were. And I think the best way to do that would be to get someone like Frank Oz back on board and go, all right, well, how does it work? So that's a really crappy thing, I think, actually. But I'd love to have Frank Oz back. Heaps of stuff coming through. Mason Wrigley's in with another super chat. It's going to pop up on the screen just in a second, I think. He says, have fun getting more subscribers for another Q&A, and I hope you get super hyper grand jackpot rich soon. See you later, Dave, in another video. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. That's not popped up now, strangely, but they were popping up before. Something's going on with this. Aficionados Chris says, sorry I'm late. Congrats. There it is. There it is. No, there it is. There it is. There we go. Sorry I'm late. Congrats on 100,000 subs. Aficionados Chris says. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it. If you haven't subbed to Aficionados Chris's channel, head over there and sub to him because his stuff is amazing. I've been watching his stuff for a very, very long time, and it's been wonderful, very wonderful to get to know Chris personally. I'm very happy to call him a friend of mine and a friend of the channel. So thank you so much for stopping by, Chris. And anyone out there watching and you're not subbed to him, Aficionados Chris, go over there right now. He deserves every single bit of it. Damien Hairmetal says, thoughts on Brendan Fraser coming back to the movies. Man, I'm pumped. Love Brendan Fraser. I'm a 90s kid, of course, so I grew up with all the Brendan Fraser movies. The Mummy, Blast from the Past was one of my favorite movies of all time. Encino Man. I loved, of course, Looney Tunes Back in Action. I am pumped for more Brendan Fraser. And he's doing a movie. Who's he doing the movie with at the moment? I think he's doing a film with Robert De Niro. I can't remember who's making the film. But I'm so keen for him to be back. So keen. And he seems very keen to be back as well. It's awesome. A couple more questions here. If you definitely want to get your question in, I would recommend a super chat. But otherwise, I'm just going to read a few more, and then we'll sign out of here. Because it has been an hour, and I have so much to do today. But I do appreciate everyone tuning in. Thank you so much. The Mickey Riding Pluto fan club, and his picture, his profile picture is a picture of Mickey riding on the back of Pluto. Favorite episode of The Simpsons? Treehouse of Horror episodes are included. I've never really been a huge fan of the Treehouse of Horror ones. I don't know why. I mean, I like them, but they were never favorites. My favorite episode ever is probably, I love You Only Move Twice is just amazing. I love that one. Hank Scorpio, such a fun episode. Or Homer's Enemy with Frank Grimes, I think are both really great shows. So there's just so many classic episodes. It's really hard even to try and think of any off the top. But they're the two that do always come to my head first. Jason Mack, huge congratulations on your success on 100,000 subscribers. We need more quotes on Disney DVD covers. Wish Jungle Cruise had Pulpy Romp on it. Thanks, Jason. I did. They put my quote on the back of Raya and the Last Dragon, which was awesome. We've had a super chat come through from Comic Girl 267. Thank you so much. I'll read that just after I've answered this question. I had a quote on the back of Raya, and then Disney used Disney didn't use it. I tweeted out my reaction to Jungle Cruise, and I called it a great pulpy romp or something like that. And The Rock retweeted it, quote tweeted it, and he was like, "Oh, thanks so much. Glad you enjoyed the movie, whatever." I'm paraphrasing. But then he was like, "I love that term pulpy romp." And I would have loved Disney to have jumped on that and used that in marketing, but obviously it's a little bit I don't think that would be very good in marketing. I think people would be confused by it. They wouldn't really know what on earth that is. We've got another super chat from Mason Wrigley here as well. Comic Girl 267 didn't actually ask a question. She's just said, "Hi Dave, I can't say but congratulations on making it to 100,000. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, and I appreciate the generous super chat right there as well." Mason Wrigley says, "Going to give you a shout out in my community. Bye." Thanks, Mason. I appreciate all of your very, very generous super chats you've had come through this afternoon. Where are we? Oh yeah, my girlfriend is here on the chat as well, as you can see in there. I love you. She says a bunch of hearts. I'd probably get in trouble if I didn't say it back. I know she's watching. I love you too. There we go. Don't like to get too personal on the chat, but I know she's on here. And I'd get in a lot of trouble if I didn't say it back. So there you go. Faye Heartsy Georgiou says, will you give us a sneak peek of the next cartoon, Evolution, at the end? I did say I would do that, and I probably will. We're rounding out to the end now. I'm going to take, like, maybe I'll pick out, like, maybe 3 more questions, and then I will give you a little hint at the cartoon Evolution. I might even just tell you straight up. 3 more questions. If you want to get in with a super chat, this is the time. I do appreciate it. Otherwise, I'm just going to pick like 3 random questions from the chat, and then we're going to get out of here. Okie dokie. I'm going to scroll up because there's so many questions that I've missed. Trying to find one from someone who maybe hasn't asked the question yet. It's hard. There's so many questions in here. I'm just going to go back down here. Mariku says, did you watch Creation or Serbian dub of the Flintstones? No, I've never seen like international dubs of really anything because it just doesn't get played here unless I look it up on YouTube or something, but I have not, no. Mr. Brightside has come through with a super chat. I appreciate this. Now I need to see a Rock and Dave buddy comedy. That would be great. I would love to work with The Rock. Whether The Rock would like to work with me is another thing. But that would be great fun. I would love them to have used that pulpy romp quote. I want more DVD. They don't tend to put too many quotes on DVDs in Australia, which is interesting. So I was very lucky to get that Raya and the Last Dragon one. There was a film recently where they potentially were going to use my quote on the cover, but they just ended up didn't use any quotes at all. I know I said 3 questions before, but there's so many people trying to get through with questions. We're going to answer a couple more. Devesh Sood says, are you excited for any upcoming indie films? Saw Spencer yesterday, freaking incredible. I'm really keen for Spencer. This is the one with Kristen Stewart as Diana, Princess Diana. It looks very good. And I've always liked Kristen Stewart. I think she's fantastic. It doesn't get the dues I think she has deserved over the years, and I feel like with this movie she finally will, which is great. She's wonderful. The one I'm really looking forward to is Last Night in Soho, which is the new Edgar Wright film with Anya Taylor-Joy. Just looks so good, and I should be watching that. You know, I'm not sure, but they've asked me to view it and review it, so I will be watching that. I'll probably do a review on my second channel, coming up very, very soon. Aaron Johnson, hey Dave, what are your thoughts on Muppet movies from the 1990s, like Treasure Island and Christmas Carol? I love them. Of course, I'm a 90s kid. I grew up with them. Muppet Christmas Carol is probably my favorite Muppet movie outside of like the original ones, like the Muppet movie and Muppets Take Manhattan. But Treasure Island is one I loved as a kid. It never really held up for me. Muppets in Space, the same thing. But I love the Muppets Christmas Carol. I watch it every single Christmas without fail. Zach Zilla says, thanks for answering the question. I appreciate it. Okay, look, I think we're going to round this out. I'm going to give you a little hint at this month's Cartoon Evolution. I do want to get 2 out this month. I don't know if that's going to happen, so I'm just going to say the one that is definitely coming. I'm definitely working on right now. And I've got to do some work on today, probably, actually. It is Halloween season, so I always like to do something that's a little bit topical, whether it's Halloween or Christmas or something like that. So this month round, I'm just going to tell you what it is. We're going to be focusing on a very famous family who started as a cartoon. Most of their TV shows and movies are live action, actually. But they did start as a cartoon, a newspaper cartoon. Had a bunch of live action stuff, and then they had a cartoon series. I'm wondering if anyone can guess what this is in the chat, actually. They had a cartoon series, like around the 1960s-ish, maybe a little later. No, it would have been later. Would have been probably 70s, 80s, maybe. I don't know. They had a revival series, and recently they've had a couple of live animated movies too. So I'm kind of skirting the line here. It could be a pop culture evolution, but I think I'm going to brand it as a cartoon evolution. Maybe a bit of both. Maybe a bit of a Frankenstein. I can see in the chat a couple of people have guessed it, and it is in fact going to be the Addams Family. Now I'm not too sure how relevant they are these days. I know the younger audience probably knows them simply from the animated movies. That what was I saying? The younger audience will definitely know them from the animated films, and I'm not sure how much they know of the older stuff. So I'm keen. I'm really hoping this one does well, because I'm really going to be covering everything. I'll be covering the original cartoon strip by Charles Addams. I'll be covering the original live-action show in the 1960s, the cartoon show by Hanna-Barbera. Of course, they appeared in Scooby-Doo, in the Scooby-Doo movies, so I'll be covering that too. I'll be covering the 90s movies. Whatever random little revivals they've had over the years as well, we'll be covering that. And we'll be covering the new movies too. So it's going to be a fun one. Simon Peter Hughes actually says, to your knowledge, are you any relation to Christopher Lee? No, unfortunately not. No relation to Christopher Lee or Stan Lee or any other great Lees that are out there. Andy Lee, for any Australians in there. Jackson H sends in a super chat. Thank you so much. He says he loves me more than Deadwood. Yeah, it's easy to love anything. This is, of course, the world's worst manager, my self-appointed manager. And he loves me more than Deadwood. I love him more than Deadwood. I love anything more than Deadwood, to be honest. It's the worst show in the world. All right, look, I think I'm going to tune out of here. Sunday Morning Fan actually says Addams Family 2 did very well at the box office, so I guess it's doing well. I'm very surprised, man. I'm really surprised. I have seen the movie. I'm not allowed to. I've been embargoed from reviewing it because it doesn't open in Australia until like January. So my coverage of the movie, I guess I'm allowed to say I've seen the movie and I have done a review, but I'm not allowed to load it for another couple of months. I've also done a set of interviews for the movie too, which I'm not allowed to load until January, which is very disappointing. But I will have some stuff for that Addams Family movie for everyone in a couple of months. It's going to be very delayed. I'm very surprised it's doing well, though. Let me say that because, again, I'm not really allowed to say too much about my thoughts on it, but I'm shocked that that's doing well. But yeah, we are going to be covering the Addams Family in Cartoon Evolution. And I'm excited. It's been a fun one to do. Devesh asks if there's a chance for any more live streams. Yeah, I'd like to do more, but it depends if I can get this laggy internet working. So I don't know what's going on, because before I came on here, it was like perfect. It was perfectly fine. But as soon as we jump on, it's gone to the pits. What we got? All right, look everyone, I'm gonna sign out now because I have been on for an hour and I have a lot of stuff to do today. I do appreciate you all for tuning in and sending in super chats and sending in questions and sending in all the love and all of that. Thank you for being here to see me open up the 100,000 subscriber play button, which is always fun. Always fun. I mean, I've only done it once. But there you go. 100,000. Thank you for being here for this. Thank you for making it possible, of course. And I do appreciate it all. Thank you so much for being here. And I'll see you next time. I'll see you on the next video. I'll have some videos coming out very, very soon. See you later. Take it easy.